What's up, YouTube? So the car's back together and there's still issues. I tore it out again, put in a heavy duty hockey stick I picked up from Rancho, and it's a lot firmer, but second gear sounds like something's bouncing in there. I don't know, because the ratio is a little bigger, something's hitting reverse, so I gotta tear it out again. But when you guys ask what's my ground clearance under here, from the tranny transmission brace, it is 6 inches and some change, and then the oil pan's at like 5 1/4. Where'd that shop light go? So it's really not that bad. I never had issues with it. Granted, the front is pretty low, but that's the ground clearance. So 5 inches and some change, and then off of the bracket right there, that's 6 inches. Now granted, if I air up the front, it may change because the car will pivot backwards, but yeah, no different than running like a extended oil sump, really, if that. Another question was, if I had a 2437, like big bore Volkswagen motor with CB performance, all goodies and stuff like that, would I daily it? In one of my old videos, the turbo bug I'm running or was racing against, that's pretty much his setup, but he's using a red line, I believe he said, fuel injection, and he was on either E85 or race gas, one of the two, and he drives that bug all over the place. But you know, if you got that kind of money for the motor, then a couple grand for the fuel injection, and then the turbo and all the other goodies, yeah, well, why not? In my comments, I want to make sure that didn't come off as a-hole saying, you know, if I want to be different and stuff like that. It was just like my choice on a budget. It's like I said, I got the motor for $1,700. Adapter plate was $800 with the whole clutch setup, and then another, you know, grand miscellaneous stuff plus learning curve. You know, adding oil cooler, radiator fans, you know, upping the CFMs. Because these motors run stupid hot. But you know, the cost of these have gone up, cost of Subaru motors go down. You know, it all depends what you want to do. You know, if you want to build like some outrageous, you know, hybrid bug, you know, with a Subi motor or an RX-7 motor, or I seen one where they got a VR6 motor in the back of it. There's the guy with the K20 turbo, you know, big wing, motor sticks out, you know, obnoxious but stupid fast. You know, do what makes you happy, you know, and what you feel is, you know, your cup of tea. You know, I want to go fast on the cheap, and I built this. If you got, you know, 2.4 bug motor money, you know, go for it. You know, it's like, to each their own. You know, a lot of people criticize, you know, my paint job because they're like, oh, the blue is terrible with the racing stripe. You know, it's Herbie on crack, stuff like that, you know. Like, this bug was on the Jay Leno show. He loved it, you know. All the comments were, you know, pretty positive. And then there was people, you know, shit talking, you know. That's just life. Not everyone's going to love what you do. But as long as you enjoy doing it, and, you know, you get the occasional thumbs up here and there, hey, that's fine and groovy, you know. But for the most part, you know, this is what I want to build. You want to build something different with an EcoBoost, an SR20, you know, a built bug motor. Because like the first motor, you know, that was in here was, you know, a 1600 home ported heads. I forget what cam was in it. You know, homebrewed, you know, TD05 turbo, and, you know, a bunch of stuff I made myself. No big whoopee, you know. And I was boosting 13 pounds on a stock 1600, you know, stock rods, Mali, Mali pistons, you know, the factory Volks or aftermarket Volkswagen shit. You know, they weren't forged. And it held up for a year and some change. But you know, it didn't matter, you know, oil sump, cooler, you know, me trying to squeeze that much out of that poor little motor. It got hot. I built this, you know. As for that, you know, it's like I said, do what makes you happy. You know, you got 2.4 and CB performance money, and that's your cup of tea. So be it. You know, my cup of tea was use JDM shit, you know, that goes fast and sounds like a chainsaw. So yeah, enough ramping and rambling and whatever. It's stupid hot in here, but I decided to make a video about the clearance and height. So the oil pan on my car is 5 inches clearance, and then the mount that holds the transmission is 6 1/8, and then the buggy is lowered. As you can tell, you know, the wheels are cambered. Actually, what do I do with that measuring tape? Since I'm ramping and just going off. Long day. Here's measuring tape. So not all fenders are the same. 23 inches to the lip of the fender. I don't know if it really matters what the bumper's at. Bumper's at 7.5, 8. Rear fender is at, looks like 25.5. So if your fenders are somewhat stock or whatever the hell, that's the height. I would base it off the running board. These are some goofy aftermarket thin metal, you know, tweak to all shit, whatever. You know, it's like there's so many different damn years. You know, the fenders are different. Maybe the door handles are at the same height, just for shits and giggles. What was that? 30.5 to the door handle. So my car, at whatever measurements I just spat out, I have 5 inches of clearance under the oil pan. So I guess I could run over most items that are in the freeway and not worry. I am running 27 mil torsion bars in the rear, because when I had the 3-inch drop springs and the air ride in the rear with this motor, I got on it and it bottomed itself out on a flat road. So torsion bars, heavy duty shocks, stock swing arms, and no more, you know, bottoming out. So long story short, 5-inch clearance. I run 91 octane because there's no E85 pumps around me, and race gas is stupid money. And build whatever makes you happy. And so like, subscribe. I'm going to tear this car apart yet again because shit happens and life ain't perfect. But if you got time and you want to try to learn something on your own, that's what you do. You tinker. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, leave comments. Talk to you guys later.